for a moment there.
Definitely don't think Saitama could do that. Yo, what's good, JC?
Yo.
Read the chapter?
Hold on, yeah.
No, I was talking about Trent.
Oh.
I know you read it. Read the chapter?
Right, let's see here. What is work?
All right, we're on the pre-show, everybody, so just letting y'all know. So y'all wouldn't get blindsided.
Ooh.
What? You finally got it working, fam?
Oh, the other camera? Yeah, I'm just positioned behind my desk right now.
You see that, huh, Trey?
No.
You see that, huh, Trey?
No.
He trying to show off and everything.
Look, we'll keep it like this right now. I hadn't got a chance to move everything yet.
Oh, I think we're talking with the deep voice. What's up? Is that Sleepy?
Yeah, that's Sleepy.
What's good, nigga? This nigga JC the fucked around and came up on niggas. Look at him.
You know,
you see that he got the deep voice going on right now. He got the new camera screen.
They moved to the side, you know.
Yeah, nigga, all in focus. Nigga got the portrait mode on. Look at him.
Craziness, man. Craziness.
I'm trying to get like you when I grow up. Come on.
You know, it is what it is. I've had this camera for like a year now. I haven't even used it.
What you been doing? You just been
literally. It's supposed to be like a vlog camera, but I never started vlogging.
A vlog camera, but you never started vlogging.
Yeah.
What's going on, John? How y'all doing? Today?
Oh, we live. Wow.
Pre-show.
I'm trying to be like Trent, but I just never did start it. I got a microphone and everything. I just never did do it.
It be like that sometimes, though.
It do be like that.
Bro, first of all, the beginning after and hold us this week.
It did. It did really.
It did low key hold us.
It was a great chapter though, but it hold the fuck out of us.
I mean, we should be used to that though.
Pretty much.
Everybody's here right now. I know y'all watch Slime.
Oh, of course.
Oh, I mean, Trent didn't watch it.
So,
the new episode you ain't watched yet?
I mean, I'm already farther ahead because I've read this.
The episode is a masterpiece. Like, just, oh my god.
So JC, will you finally join in and agree that Rimuru will body Jinwoo low diff, if diff at all?
Hold on. Probably. We haven't really seen his abilities yet. We just know
5,000 ain't nothing to
say we got to check on the game system then before we can determine that.
Yeah, Jinwoo's not at his full potential. Rimuru just
Rimuru's not at his full potential though. That's the crazy part.
He broken right now. It's ridiculous.
Look, when you saw Infinite Regeneration, you should have been like, yeah.
Yeah.
How many ants did Jinwoo beat on Jeju?
With Help of Shadows or without Help of Shadows?
With. At least 100,000.
I don't think there was that many ants.
Yeah, I don't think it was 100,000 on that.
At least 1 million, nigga.
Oh my god, this.
The number's going up.
Oh my goodness, bro. Trent, just watch Slime, fam. You will enjoy it. We guarantee.
Watch the last episode. It was crazy.
Yo, Sleepy, we've been trying to get Trent to watch Slime, but he swears that it's trash. But I don't think he really wants to give it a chance. And
didn't he watch like 2 episodes or something?
3 now, Sleepy.
3.
Okay, I was supposed to say, I swear I saw a stream.
Yeah. See, low key, he's trying to keep this facade up like he didn't enjoy the episodes. So, he trying to keep that going. But we know deep down he enjoyed it. He just don't want to admit it. That's what I think it was.
That's cap.
So Christians say Jinwoo beat 4,000 ants, sir.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean,
he just ran short on ants. That's not, it's not his fault.
I mean, like Trent, you gotta see how he killed everybody though. I mean,
Jinwoo didn't do anything. Jinwoo stood there and told his niggas to handle it.
Oh, same thing. Rimuru just stood there and I ain't gonna tell you how he did it. My God.
Stood there like a Jin was just like, yeah, bodied.
My God. It was ridiculous. How do you even open this thing?
What are you trying to
I'm a little jealous of this camera quality right here.
This little Spider-Man thing.
Is that a cup?
It's supposed to hold your video game controllers or whatever you want to.
Oh yeah, I've been seeing those around. I need to give me something like that. Need to give me something like that.
Trent, you got a camera, literally.
He does. He actually. And it doesn't use it.
My
Trent,
shit
why
don't
don't
look
you
clean.
use it?
My shit don't look that clean. What do you mean? I do be using it.
It's always like dead or something.
We said what?
It's always dead, like the battery dead.
Facts.
Yeah, but y'all see me using it. I be starting with it.
Actually, you're supposed to get a dummy battery, and it basically has a hole in it, so you just plug like a AC adapter to it, so you have to have a battery. But the batteries don't last so long.
Yo, Trent, Christian said Jinwoo be 4,000 amps. Rimuru be 20,000 plus.
Again, shortage of ants. Jinwoo didn't actually touch a finger. He was chilling. He told Baru.
Rimuru didn't. That's what I'm saying. Rimuru didn't touch a single person. It still killed them all. I'm telling you, bro.
Do not
Like,
put
go-
this
wait,
man
look, all I'm gonna say
on
is-
the line.
We're talking about the human army.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're talking about the human army.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Trent, I'm telling you, first 2 minutes of the episode, you're gonna want to watch the rest of it.
Don't put this heathen
I'm telling you,
slime
man.
in the same
Heathen?
category. It
Oh
was
my
Right.
some
god.
Jinwoo.
This,
I mean, I'd have to give more for Churn on that just because the fact that we're also comparing the ants to that human army, who
Okay,
are
that is true.
not
true.
exactly like
we did
Well,
have
up to
we did
par, I
have a
would say.
mage in there. I mean, we can at least give some for
Look,
the mage.
okay.
Okay, how
we can
many
give them
ants would it
some
have
power, but
How many ants would it have took to take out those same 5,000 men?
I think one ant would probably equivalent to 100 men.
Wow.
Facts.
Wow. Come on, so y'all
I
just
mean,
been capping.
that's
Y'all
because you-
just been capping.
You're,
Let's
you're
just be honest.
talking.
The humans had the audacity to think they could do something. I don't know what they thought they were doing.
Well, I mean,
Technically,
they had the advantage just for the fact that, Rimuru, even when he wasn't fully prepared, because you throw anti-magic,
right.
Anti-magic.
Technically,
Normal,
so this how it was.
you
They
know.
were filling themselves because they used the anti-magic barrier, which drained all of their molecules, well, their magicules, which allowed them to beat the shit out of them. But then when it was on even terms, they realized, oh damn, we ain't shit after all.
Yes, definitely not shit. Not even close to shit.
That's what happened. That's what happens when you get a little too cocky, man. you realize, you thought you was hot shit, then you realize you wasn't shit, and then yeah.
Everybody dead. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Bodies at the floor. But all right, man. We're gonna go ahead and get into the show. We always gotta talk about slime and get Trent to watch slime before every show, like we always do, because one day he will watch all the slime and he will enjoy it.
Just watch the last
Yeah,
episode.
and episode 4 coming next month. Let's get
Before
it.
it's coming.
Next month. Oh my
Whoa.
bruh.
We're gonna do this
This man.
slow crawl. We'll be out past the first season by the end of the year.
And
Let's
we'll be
go,
on
summer
season 3 by the time
2021,
this
let's
man
get it.
finishes his 10 episodes. We'll be on season 3. I guarantee it. But all right, man, let's go and get it. What's up, everybody? We're back with another episode of the Beginning After End podcast. I am your host, JD. With us, we have JC, a.k.a. Always J. Carson. How you doing, my guy?
What's going on, man?
Nothing much, man. You enjoy slime today, bro?
Slime was perfection. It was immaculate. It was at least the episode of the week.
10 out of 10?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, pretty much. Trent motherfucking money. Y'all already know who it is. What's going on, Trent?
Just finishing up some chicken. That's it. Taking it easy. Hope you guys doing well. You know what I'm saying? We out here. Never watching Slime Gang. Let's get it.
Oh my god.
Hmm.
Oh my this. Anyway, and we have a special guest today, my guy Sleepy, Project Webtoon. How you doing, my guy? What's going on with you?
Hey, I'm doing real good. Glad to be back on. It's been a little bit.
It has been. So yeah, I know Seraph is playing Minecraft.
Minecraft Day.
It's Minecraft Day.
It's Minecraft Day. I told him he needs to start choosing better games, but
Oh,
When you write, you right.
but I mean,
That is a 100% fact.
but I mean, if you like Minecraft, you like Minecraft, I guess. So, before we get into the show, Sleepy,
What that?
How have you been liking season 4 so far, bro? How have you been liking this school arc?
I mean, I've been waiting for the school arc. I wanted to see more back into the city, so I've been enjoying this quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Especially for the fact of Arthur not getting a big head.
Right.
Because, I mean, he is a seasoned adventurer. And these are just a bunch of regular kids, so I am surprised. I am a little surprised to see how he handles this, and so far it's been exactly like I predicted it, very poorly. Just day two, and already got like half the school as his enemy.
No, we still on day 1.
We have not.
No, this is still the first day.
I figure this is day 1 of first classes.
Yeah,
but it's day 2 in the school.
Yeah, day 1 of first class.
Because day 1 was the opening ceremony.
Right.
Yeah, they went to school. Yeah, because he said in this chapter it's still the first day or whatever.
But we're still,
which is still crazy. It's a long ass day.
A long ass day
in this webtoon. How many obviously years have passed, but like that just kind of gives you some of the events is like, okay, how close in proximity were they? You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Yeah. So definitely a long ass first day, which kind of sucks when you think about it. Like, you've been through all of this. You done fought a teacher. You done got a job, all in the same day. Which I saw some people in the comment section said that's how their first day was, when they went to high school and stuff. So shout out to
very relatable.
Yeah, very relatable. You know, you become a teacher, and you become part of the disciplinary committee all at the same day. Like that's crazy, madness. But let's go ahead and get into chapter 9. Wait, before we get into chapter 97, I have to ask you this, Sleepy. What was your favorite part of the school arc thus far? Your favorite chapter?
My favorite chapter so far? I'm not gonna go easy with it and be like the actual final meeting with the princess again, because I know that was Seraph's. But probably when he actually made it into the disciplinary committee, and we got to see basically female Arthur. So I'm kind of hoping that there's going to be a showdown between those two.
Female Arthur in the discipline. You talking about?
It's what's his name's niece, the Guildmaster's niece.
Claire.
Yeah.
You're talking about Claire. Gotcha.
Yep.
So why do you believe that's female Arthur?
I mean, just from the character model, they look almost exactly the same. Like, straight up.
Yeah.
And she even has the same kind of, like, playful attitude a little bit, like, when he gets around Elijah.
Mm-hmm.
So I have this same feeling that they're kind of click on the same manner. Mm-hmm. And also, why wouldn't there be at least one character that kind of mimics him perfectly and also be female, just because we've got 2 princesses after him. Why not just have, basically himself? It just fits.
Yeah, it does. That it definitely does. Christian, you say Art and Tess fight was your favorite?
Art and Tess fight?
I don't know what you just said. Oh, also, thank you for that, Chloe. Happy birthday, JC. I forgot, I told you earlier, but, in case everybody else don't know, happy birthday, fam. Yet again.
What did she do? I can't see in my chat book, bro.
Oh, she said happy birthday, Jeremy.
Oh, she's in another room. I was like, what she do?
Nigga, it's your birthday?
It's your birthday.
Yeah.
You just don't want to like it's nobody.
See, Trent, this is why you need to be in the Discord.
Never Discord.
Come on, bro. I would have gave you some love on Twitter or something, player. Come on, man. That's what I do. Oh, man. Happy birthday, man.
Thanks. Thank you.
All right, man. So let's get into chapter 97. So, I'm trying to figure out where to even start with this chapter. I guess we can start off with the whole Lucas thing, everybody's favorite character. So, we get to see Lucas finally after a very, very long time. And, of course, we figured we was going to have some resentment towards him. I mean, who wouldn't after all the stuff he pulled? And it looks like our first class is going to be a team battle class. What's y'all thoughts on this? Surprised that it's actually a team battle. Y'all kind of figured it, given all the quote unquote cliche moments that we've been having thus far. And how did you feel when when you saw Lucas again and him being Lucas? So, JC, what was your thoughts on all this?
Well, I mean, I guess team battle was kind of the cliche thing that was going to happen, but at the same time, I guess the way they presented it, because I didn't think that she would pose actually, kind of put everyone against Arthur, and then at the same time say like, hey, you're now professor, and everybody's like, why is he a professor? At the same time, everybody kind of was thinking like they could have beaten that same professor, which was kind of weird. But then she goes to say like, okay, this is your chance to prove to everybody that you're as strong, as they, as you should be, because good Sky, put you in that position. So he didn't really have a choice. It's kind of weird how Arthur's kind of get put in these situations where he has no choice but to do what somebody wants him to do, even though he has the mind of an older gentleman. When it comes to Lucas, I mean, I'm not really like mad at Lucas anymore. It's been a while, but at the same time, I want to see how much stronger he's gotten. I think it's going to be a little more surprising than,
You're not mad at Lucas?
No, I'm not mad at Lucas right now. I mean, like, yeah, we know what he did. Yes, we get that. It's been a while. I'm more interested in how strong he is right now. Shame.
Okay, Trent, what was your thoughts on it, bro?
On the chapter in general?
Nah, just on seeing Lucas again and Lucas still being Lucas, and the fact that is it cliche or not that this is a mock team or like a team battle type class.
Well, first and foremost, Lucas still a hoe. Now, it's funny because when I was reading the chapter, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, I wonder if like people are gonna be wanting to, put Art to the test. You know what I'm saying? And kind of square up with him. And then, of course, this plays out, which is cool. I'm glad we got it now rather than them like kind of drawing it out even further. Like, there was a point where I thought, oh shit, we're gonna even get the battle this chapter, but of course that didn't happen. But yeah, I like how everything is playing out so far. Like I said, I still think he's a hoe. We'll see. I don't know what to think on like what to expect from the battle. Like obviously, Art's not going to lose his position. He's going to do his thing. But who else is going to surprise us? Because it's not going to be like something unexpected is going to happen. But I don't know.
Okay, Sleepy.
I'm definitely with JC on the fact that it is a little weird with the cliches that he is getting tested not only by the other students but also now by the faculty.
Right.
I
mean, but we did kind of figure that was coming. I mean, of course, everybody wasn't gonna feel like, oh, great, this kid is supposed to be close to our level or similar.
I mean,
I think it's natural.
I think it would have come up, but I didn't think it would come up so quickly back to back. Because we've only had 2 teachers,
right? And
both of them now have basically tried to throw a challenge at him. One physically, and now this one doing it through
mental,
the guise of a test of the whole school.
Pretty much.
But
well, to your point though, and I'm just kind of connecting it now. Like he got promoted in between classes.
Yeah. Like
so yeah. No, keep in mind that that's crazy. But of course, people are gonna when people catch wind of it, they're gonna want to see what the fuck is up, especially in a day's notice. But yeah, that is crazy. He got promoted like in between classes.
I figured that some news would spread, but not so quickly from him, like walking from one class to another, that he'd have all this new information, all of these new eyes on him.
Right.
But I figured he'd maybe work his way between a couple classes before that would occur. But like for him just go this to that and okay, it just seemed more purposeful to the story to be written that way than like an actual natural thing to occur.
Right.
But yeah, I do like that we're at least getting that team battle, because we will finally actually get to see the rest of the disciplinary squad's abilities play out here. So it's not just showing off him, but we get to see these other individuals, and potentially, like you said, we'll get to see how strong Lucas is now, because I'm sure he's gonna go overboard like he always does.
it is Lucas, so it wouldn't shock me. What's your thoughts on Professor Glory though? Like, if you have to make an interest in a series, I think she would definitely be the one I would take after as far as how I make an entrance. As you know, introducing myself to people who probably don't know me, flying in on a big ass Pidgey yacht and everything with a sword on my back. You know, that's the way I would like to make an entrance. But what do y'all think of Professor Glory and how she pretty much peep game that Arthur was trying to check her core and pretty much like, nah, nigga, you about to get this massive headache real quick. So I thought that was pretty interesting that she pretty much like, yo, stop it. Like you're not even ready for me. But what was y'all thoughts on that, Sleepy?
I mean, if I'm gonna choose any kind of entrance, I'm probably gonna go with Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen.
I mean, that's a good interest too. I'm just saying, you know,
the silliest fucking interest you can have, but letting you know, like, yeah, I don't even give a crap if it's the most dangerous situation. I'm gonna look good doing it.
Yeah, but I mean, she did, but I mean, come on, man, she rolled down on a Pidgey eye, fam. Come on.
I mean, so did Ash, but I'll still push his ass over. So.
Ash is different. We don't even
I mean, if you had a Pidgey out, would you not ride down on it? Like, can you blame her? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I can't. I can't really say I would blame her, but yeah. I'll give her high marks for a rather interesting entrance to the entire series, at least, for sure. So I'm hoping that sword is not for show only, and she does kind of break it out a little bit.
Well, we need that cliche school drama moment for for that sword to come out a little soon.
It's setting itself up so perfectly.
That's what I'm saying.
It really is.
It really is. It just depends on which school drama moment is it going to be. Is it going to be a kidnapping, or is it going to be someone that's breaking into school to steal something of importance? Which one? Don't know yet. JC, what was your thoughts on Professor Glory and her entrance? Pretty much. I also, before that, I don't know why Glory is her name. I would have thought it was probably something different, but I digress.
I mean, it was a good entrance as far as that goes. I'm just really, I guess it made her look good that she was able to manipulate Arthur in that way, and the fact that he wasn't able to see her core, which is, you know what? I kind of think Arthur is kind of underestimating a lot of people in the school. Like, I mean, yes, he beat the Professor Geist, but he's kind of underestimating a lot of people. I think, just maybe he underestimated her, and he's probably about to underestimate everybody in the class.
Definitely. Shout out to Lothar with the $10 super chat. The boy said, "Hope y'all have a good podcast. Go hard, because I am right now. Let's go." So pretty much, Lothar is tipsy already.
Yeah.
God damn it, Lothar, tipsy already. You had anything else to say on that, JC?
Nah, I'm good. But by that point, it's gonna come up soon, though.
Definitely. Trent,
restate the question.
Did you like Professor Glory's entrance as she rode down on the gas Pidgey yacht?
Yeah, for sure. That's why I basically said if you had a Pidgey yacht, of course. Like, it was dope.
All right.
Nothing to complain about. But as far as her, like shutting Art's foresight down, I thought they were going to kind of divulge into that a little bit more, like, or not, not foresight, but whatever you want to call it. But I thought they were going to divulge into that a little bit more, because it was like you said, she kind of froze him up. I wanted to get a little bit more explanation on that, and like, why did she not either make it a point to be like, that kid is trying to read me, or him making a point to be like, oh shit, she shut me down. It was more like, I can't even remember what exact thing he said, but it really didn't bring up like much attention to it, besides the fact that she was just concealing it.
Right.
Okay, well, you think about it like this, there's 2 points. So the first point I think the story tried to make is, I can't remember the first teacher who went through the mana veins versus, mana channels. Like, Art would try to look at his core, he couldn't see it, and he made a point to say, like, I can't see his core. So the teacher was able to hide it, but I don't think he realized that Art was trying to look at him like that. But then when he did it to her, she immediately recognized it, and then kind of, gave him a little feedback at the same time. So after she realized that, I think that's the reason why Art's in the situation that he's in now. It's because she recognized like, oh, he's trying to underestimate me, trying to get a little peek inside. Let me just put him in a situation real quick.
That's a good point. I didn't think about the underestimation thing. But yeah, he definitely did bring attention to himself by trying to read her. But yeah, that's a good point.
Agreed. All right, so it wasn't really too much to this chapter as far as like a crap ton of information, but I guess we can go ahead and get into like the setup of this mock battle and everything like that. So, disciplinary committee versus student council and Lucas. See, we have to say and Lucas because Lucas ain't shit anyway.
This is his own.
Right, he's
his
just
boards.
right. He's just there to be Lucas, I guess. So, student council versus disciplinary committee and Lucas. And I want to give like Clive and Lucas like high remarks and say this is going to be a difficult battle, but it's kind of not feeling that way for me.
Here's the thing.
I know Lucas is strong. I'm not even gonna diss Lucas like that because we know Lucas is strong. I don't know what core he's at now. I think he's maybe a light yellow or something like that. So we know he has that Hemi. Okay, so we know he got a lot of gas in the tank. But as far as Clive goes, I have nothing for Clive as far as expectations for him. Tess, I don't know if she's absorbed the Elder Guardian Beast will yet, or is that something that's still out there as far as her growth is concerned. And as far as Curtis, I'm more interested in seeing what Curtis has as far as his power, because we know his sister, Kathleen, she's the Ice Princess, so we know she has, she got some power. Claire, we already know Claire is strong because of her uncle, and she's pretty much just a carbon copy of him, but just with less experience. And of course, Arthur is Arthur, which is the strongest person there, student-wise. So, I mean, do I really want to give, like, this is going to be a difficult battle? I'll probably say, I want to say mid, maybe high mid difficulty as far as what this is going to be for the disciplinary committee. Like I said, I just have no faith in Clive, and I think he's going to be their weak link, but I could be wrong. But I want to get you guys' thoughts on that as far as how do you think this mock battle is going to play out? Who do you think is going to be the most surprising player in this mock battle? And, of course, who you think is going to take the dub at the end of the day? So, whoever wants to go ahead and start.
Hey, I'm going to call it now. Random predictions probably going to be wrong, but I'll be the first to say it. Art's going to take an L.
Art's going to take
an L.
Okay. Wouldn't this be Art's first L, if I'm recalling correctly? I don't think he's taken an L before.
I think also just because, to your point, as far as like strength versus that aside, but I think that's why these little suits are come in play, because if he gets snuck in a quote unquote like vital point or whatever, it's just dependent upon what the suit can handle. So basically, he's nerfed. His durability is nerfed. It is like basically he has to go unscathed almost. You know what I'm saying? And per game rules, they get him. They win. And, typically in those situations, I feel like if the person that was like solo were to win, like, I don't know, you're on like the flip side of the story. Like if we were like facing somebody that was like the king of the match or whatever, or the king piece of the match, it was more likely that they would be the winner. But I just don't think he's going to come out victorious.
Okay, all right. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure if Arthur will take a complete loss. I'm guessing Tess might have a higher advantage of winning this, just because part of the game with the obvious being that part of the game being that you just disappeared for a second, with Arthur being one of the pieces, like if you get him out, you win.
Right.
That instantly already tells me at least a handful of the students are going to target him first, and he'll take care of them. So that'll be just the show of force that he'll need to like. All right, I'm obviously not the target you want to go for. Lucas, I think, will definitely probably play around with a few people and then come after Arthur because he already has some vendetta just because he didn't make it to the disciplinary squad. But Arthur, of course, has other personal reasons to go after him. And that may distract him somewhat since I don't know how much of a focus he'll want to play on everybody else. But Tess knows at least of Arthur's base level and most of his combat prowess.
Right.
Being she's trained under the same teacher.
Right.
Now to Trent's point where he said we don't know if he's absorbed that beast will yet, or she's absorbed that, or if she's unlocked her own level for her strength as well. Because granted, Arthur is working nerfed, as we all know. He came in here
with two
putting
elements.
on that, with two of his elements. And I believe he did tell her that as well.
Yeah, he
locked off some.
Yeah, he locked off two.
Yeah, so she has a little bit more knowledge compared to everybody else. So she may use that
against him
as an advantage to try and take him out. So
especially because one of the elements that he could pretty much overpower her with, which will be the fire, is locked off.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he has no real way to actually like shut her down entirely. So that'll come to one of the teammates either helping him or potentially him using Lucas.
But isn't Curtis using his mana beast? Because if you look back at the last panel, it does look like Curtis's mana beast Grouter is joining the battle.
Right.
So that could give like a little extra boost, which I don't know what all mana beasts are capable of. We know it. Well, shit, we don't even know what Sylvia is fully capable of. So
we don't know now. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think we ever seen like a mana beast and what they're actually capable of. What could they provide in a battle other than maybe something to ride on if it's capable of riding on. So I guess it's gonna be our first time seeing what a mana beast can do in battle. So maybe that might tip the scale in the disciplinary committee's favor.
It's possible.
That is another unknown.
We were given a heads up that they are dangerous to a degree.
Right.
From that same chapter with Sylv being like, when the owl showed up and she was like, yeah, that's dangerous.
Right.
Don't fuck with that. So there's obviously something behind them that gives them a high level of advantage to their user.
Yeah, so it has to be something. And I don't even think we know Curtis's magical attributes yet, do we?
Nope. We haven't been told exactly what he is.
So this man is just
fire.
Fire.
Probably.
Does everybody have to be fire? I need something different. Let this man be lightning or something. I don't know. We need something different.
That would be the deviant, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
deviants.
Yeah, that would be the deviant of fire. But we need something a little different. Let this man like be full lightning or something. I mean, his sister is ice. I don't want him to be fire. That's like too. That kind of sounds like you just got a little lazy. Like, okay, you're gonna be ice and you're gonna be fire, and we're gonna let that
go with the cliches, man. It's score.
Oh my, come on, we don't need that many cliches, man. Let the man be lightning, or hell, let him be earth. Just something a little different, Don't be so. Cliche.
Earth would be dope.
Well, what if he's like Todoroki?
No.
That'd be trash.
Oh my god. So what would y'all? All right. So let's take bets. What do you think his magical element? Let's take a bet.
I don't even want to bet. I don't even know. I wouldn't even know.
Cool. I'll just sit over here and not tell you my thoughts on what's gonna happen.
Why?
Oh, well, since you asked, let me go ahead and tell you what I think is gonna happen.
All right, go ahead. What do you think is gonna happen?
There we go.
So, what I think is going to happen is from his fight with Geist. So he beat Geist. It was easy, but at the same time, he was kind of a little upset that it took him way longer than he thought. Like he thought he was going to beat Geist easily, but then it took a little bit longer than he thought. So then he goes into a battle with students. He's of course is going to underestimate. I feel like he's going to underestimate a lot of them because I mean, the only person he's probably really going to pay attention to is Tess. Because if I'm not mistaken, she was trained by Good Sky also, right?
Correct.
So she was trained by Good Sky. I mean, the head of the school. I mean, Tess has gotten a lot stronger. So just like Trent said, what's going to nerf Arthur is the stuff that he's wearing. If he takes enough damage, he loses, and that's the pivotal point. He's going to be definitely aware of Lucas because he hates Lucas, and Tess is probably going to be a little bit stronger than he thinks, and he's going to get caught off guard. I think Arthur's been taking it a little bit too easy these days. Like, he hasn't been on his grind, getting stronger, making his core stronger. With the whole his experience with fighting. I think he's kind of been just kind of taking it easy since he's in school. I think it's probably going to be one of the things that's going to wake him up, like saying, like, hey, you know what, they're a little bit stronger than I thought. I still think he's the strongest there, but I think they're a little bit closer than they actually, he thinks that they are.
So, in other words, you think it's time for him to get a wake-up call and be
I think it's going to be a little bit wake-up call. Not the fact that they're stronger by any means, but like, hey, everybody is catching up, or the people are stronger than I thought they were. Let me get back on my grind. Because he got to teach a class, by the way.
He does have to teach a class. So, I mean, that is good. I mean, it'll be nice to see him get a wake-up call and be like, hey, I see the error of my ways. I've been getting too complacent and everything like that. It's time to start building my mana core up again. But, I mean, we knew he was already like, I need to build up my mana core again because of the things he asked for as far as getting the room or like privacy to build his mana core. So we know he was already thinking of it as far as that goes. He just hasn't had a chance to do it yet because it's his first day. So that's probably his next class after this, or maybe his very last class. Who knows? So we know he's going to do it. It's just a matter of when.
Isn't Lucas a higher, mana core than he is?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
you
never know.
But as we see, mana cores doesn't mean everything. That doesn't tell the whole story.
I think Lucas is going to take that loss, that murderous intent that he felt, and I think he probably worked on that. Like, he don't want to ever feel that again. So if that quote unquote guy ever shows up again, he'll be able to take him. So I think Lucas might surprise us here.
Like I said, I don't doubt Lucas being strong because we know he's strong. Like, he's a prodigy in his own right. We've heard that multiple times throughout the series. So we know he's powerful for his age. But we just know he's not on Arthur's level. That's all we know. A full powered Arthur. Let's just say that. A full powered Arthur, he's not on Arthur's level. But I don't. Okay, so we know Lucas and Tess. But is anybody giving any kind of respect to Clive? Like, is Clive just there just to fill the team quota, or are we just like, what? Like, how are we feeling about Clive, man?
I mean, he's definitely not the joke character. We got that from
Elijah,
our other elf, Isaac. So, what's up?
Wait, what's that?
I thought my Fei-Fei's a joke.
Oh, yeah, Fei-Fei's the keeper. Fei-Fei's the keeper.
Yeah,
the keeper.
So, I don't think that it'll be just a complete like weak link wash, because he's also royalty, so he does have that on top of himself to kind of like perform.
Right.
Now that doesn't mean that it automatically instantly get him maximum power in any kind of way, but it wouldn't surprise me to see him have some extra extent and abilities, because he potentially can get the best equipment, the best training before he could ever get to the school.
Right.
So it would not surprise me that we see him like actually break out something far more exceeding than kind of his character has presented so far.
Okay. Trent, what you thinking about all this, man? Are you giving any credence to Clive or what? I want to know how you feel about Clive, because nobody really cares about this man. Like, let's be real. Nobody really cares about this man, and it's kind of sad, really.
No, I don't care either. Yeah, that's basically all I got.
Author just writes Clive out of the story now.
Right. Like, nobody likes this man.
Clive goes back to school, back home for unknown reason.
He quits. He drops out of Cyrus Academy. Man, look. Okay, so nobody cares about Clive. We know Lucas is Lucas. Curtis is a mystery to all of us. We know Tess is gonna show us something. Tess is gonna show us something impressive. At least that's what we feel, because she's Tess. And as far as we know, so far she is the strongest girl that we know of. That's a student per se, of course, not a teacher or anything. So
now keep in mind, they probably are. He probably is gonna do something with, or they probably are gonna do something with Clyde, whatever. Just cause. But yeah, I'm thinking, like you said, mainly Tess. And just to kind of just not only for Art to see where she's at, but for us to see where she's at. And then we'll probably get a further reason for Wykes or for Lucas not to like Art, like the Art that like he knows. You know what I'm saying? Because of course he doesn't know it's the same dude. Like basically this, him from the dungeon. So he doesn't really have more of a reason to hate him besides the fact that he took his quote unquote spot. So I'm sure he'll get embarrassed or whatever during this, and he'll basically have another reason to hate him. You know what I mean?
Okay. So what are we thinking about Claire? Now we know Claire is pretty much just a low-key carbon copy of her uncle for the most part, but we know her uncle is pretty strong. He's a AA adventurer. So will we say Claire is stronger than Tess? Will we say they're even? Or will we say Tess is stronger? I mean, granted, we haven't seen anything from either of these two. So right now it's all just pretty much speculation and just what we're thinking. So let's just take some random guess. So if it goes the way I'm thinking, which would be like Curtis versus Clive, Arthur and Lucas, and then Claire and Tess, is at least how I imagine it will start off. And then of course they'll probably switch and go here and there, of course, and try to get to Arthur any way they can. So Claire versus Tess, as far as strength, who you think is stronger? Sleepy.
Well, I mean, giving off her just base set of her uncle's abilities, and his entire form works off agility and distance. If we're just going physical strength and maybe even core color, she might be stronger, just because of the fact of not only being trained by Good Sky, but also being trained by her grandfather, who is still technically their strongest warrior
in their kingdom.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that would give her rather high marks of advantage for that. Not to mention she's been doing this since she was little too.
Right.
So we have that kind of base knowledge.
But didn't Claire say she's also been training with her uncle since she was little as well?
I don't remember that 100%.
I might have to go back and see. Or chat, that's why we have a chat.
Yeah.
God damn it.
She might have been training.
Chat, has Claire been training with her uncle since she was little? Or am I misremembering and I'm making shit up? You more. Definitely let me know.
Yeah.
Well, yes, we know the strongest people in the kingdom are lances. But it's not about the lances. They're unimportant to where we're at right now.
We're just talking about the strongest people in this mock battle.
Yeah, just this mock battle. Wait, you said yes, she has. Okay, so yes, okay. Claire has been training with her uncle since she was little as well.
Okay,
so I guess that kind of low key washes out just a tad.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Just a tad, kind of a wash. So I guess from then it goes on elemental attributes.
Maybe elemental attributes, maybe even battle experience.
That's what I was gonna go off of. Battle
nothing trumps having actual experience in a fight.
Facts.
No matter how much power you have.
And I And from what we know, I don't think either of them have much battle experience, if any.
Not that I know of, unless
we know
Tess has done
training, but I don't, because it really
unless
hasn't.
Tess did some outside training with her grandfather while she was away from Arthur. Because I mean, she did get kidnapped and leave the forest for a little bit, so they may have gone, well, gonna go on a camping trip and do this again just to make sure it doesn't happen.
Yeah, that's true. JC, what you think about all this, fam?
I don't see why Claire wouldn't have had any actual battle experience. I mean, like I would think that Tess probably wouldn't have, honestly, because of being the whole princess thing. So I mean, I'm going with Claire all the way. Like not because she is quote unquote like stronger, but because of just the experience. I think Claire has been through a lot more, and I'm not sure if Tess has been training with anyone besides her grandfather, which is not a nerf to her. Right. But at the same time, I mean, if you fight somebody for so long, you fight according to their habits and tendencies.
Right.
Claire's been in school, she's been learning different things, been probably having different mock battles against other people. Like that experience alone will help her.
I'm thinking Tess.
You think a Tess, Trent? Why you think a Tess?
I'm thinking Tess because basically, not only is she gonna have a little bit of more, I guess maybe, in my opinion, like affinity for like magic crap, just for being like an elf or whatever. But her grandpa's enough. Like, even if she hasn't had a lot of battle experience, like, wasn't he like some type of like, what was his like core, like, or his beast core like level?
Tess's grandfather.
Yeah.
He's a panther.
Yeah, he's a.
But that was supposed to be like a legendary thing, right? Something like that. It was supposed to be something like.
It's an A rank. It was A rank. I think it was A rank.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's A rank.
I don't know. I feel like
as far as what his core is, I don't know if they ever meant.
I don't think they ever mentioned what his core color was.
Yeah, I don't think so. But we know it's pretty high. We can
I don't
say
know.
that it's pretty fucking high.
I think he's a beast enough, and probably eventually, not only did he more than likely know to continue to like train her up, like he's gonna want his granddaughter to be able to be formidable. Not only that, but like he knows off rip she's gonna be one to keep up with Art, and with him, probably having a bigger, like a decent sized hand in like the political portion of getting her to the school and stuff like that. Wanted to make sure she was prepared to hold her own. You know what I'm saying? So I think she may come prepared enough.
That's some good points. That is some good points. It's definitely gonna be interesting to see. Hopefully we don't get hold next chapter, which Turtle Me likes holding us. So that is a very high possibility of that happening, where the fight begins and cuts off in the middle of the fight. Then the next chapter we get the ending of the fight. So that. But I don't know, man. Hopefully we won't get hold. Light novel readers out there, do y'all think we would get the entire fight next chapter, or do you think Turtle Me is gonna hold us and cut the fight off halfway? I'm actually curious in this, even though nobody will know until the chapter drops. But that's besides the point. So let's see some of these comments. Claire is 18 compared to Tess's 13. Or 16. Claire is 16. Somebody says Claire is 16. Somebody says Claire is 18. Okay, so let's just say Claire is 18 compared to Tess being 13. That's definitely more experience. Whether she's been in like actual huge or life-threatening battles or not, being 5 years older gives you a shit ton more of experience just off rip. Tess got air and plant. Okay. Compared to Claire, what does Claire have? Wind something? Wasn't her uncle a double deviant? Was it like wind and something else? Like wind and fire? Was that what it was?
I think it was. It wasn't wind and water. It might have been wind and fire.
Wind and fire. Okay, so wind and fire versus what Tess has? Plant and wind.
Plant and wind.
Yeah, Claire got that one as far as that goes. Curtis is 17. That's a lot of experience being 17. All right, so it looks like they're saying maybe 2 chapters. So maybe this fight will last 2 chapters, maximum 3. Some people saying maximum 3. I don't know how I feel about that.
3 full chapters for the whole battle.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel. Like, I wouldn't mind if we got a lot of dialogue within those chapters. But if it's just like panels of action, I don't know how I would feel about that. I think I would.
Maybe 2.
Yeah, if it's just panels of action, let it just be 2 or like 1.5. Yeah. But to just for 3 chapters being nothing but action and barely any dialogue, I wouldn't like that. Because
there would not be much to talk about.
Exactly. I mean,
other than basically sports commentating.
Right, but I mean, if for something like that to happen, I need dialogue as far as what they're thinking as, you know, the fight is taking place. Like some strategies or something, some coordination, teamwork type stuff. You know, why I'm going to do this, why I'm going to do that, instead of just a whole bunch of panels of them fighting. You know, I don't know if I would like that. Engineer's best friend say the art is going to be godly. I mean, we will hope so. No. We will hope the art will be godly. Whether it will actually be godlike or not is, we know Turtle is gonna leave on a cliffhanger. That's what he's good for, leaving things on cliffhangers. Okay, Christian said Caspian is not a double deviant; he's a single deviant. Okay, so he just has wind, because we know he has wind. So I guess he just has wind. Okay. 3 chapters, but maybe separate fights. I don't even know if
I'll take that.
You'll take that?
Yeah.
So one fight between each team?
One fight between each member of the team?
I mean, it'd be a good chance to show, you know, what certain people have learned and how strong certain people are. I mean, I would love for it to happen. I don't know if it will.
I mean, I would kind of like that too, because it would give some of the other characters a little more shine, and we won't be stuck on Arthur the entire time, because we know when Arthur's on the scene, he's gonna get most of the shine. So I think that would be a good way to kind of give us more insight into Tess, Curtis, Clive, Claire, and unfortunately Lucas. But yeah, so. I wouldn't mind that if that was how they chose to do it, but something tells me that's not gonna happen. If it was an anime, I can see something like that, but something tells me that's not gonna happen.
I think we do that.
But all right. So before we wrap up, y'all have any predictions for next chapter? Any other final thoughts or what y'all think is gonna happen next chapter?
I always want a good chapter. I don't really, Arthur's probably not doing anything next chapter. He'll probably give the shine to somebody else, at least. That's my only prediction. Let's hope it's good.
So you think Maury's just gonna sit back and study everybody and watch them fight?
I don't know if it's gonna be exactly like that. I think, like he said before, that it's just gonna be, probably some separate fights. They probably focus on other people, and they might, flash to him every now and then when he's shocked to see somebody being stronger than he thinks they're going to be or something.
Okay.
Yeah, to JC's point, he may give, like as far as falling back and letting somebody else get the shine, he may even give like subtle assists that only really the professor is hip to. You know what I'm saying? Kind of confirming his strength for the professor, but not necessarily for all or blatantly to all of the students. But yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Sleepy?
Yeah, it would be nice if he did an assist thing, give somebody else the chance to come through. I kind of wonder if he's going to maybe beeline for Lucas, though, just because he wants to mess with him the most. But we'll see how well Arthur's usually keeps his head about him. But
I don't know. He almost snapped. He almost snapped.
There are times where it clearly it exceeds some of his limits to hold back.
He definitely almost snapped this chapter.
Now, did you guys kind of think that God's Sky would come into Good Sky would come into the chapter? Because like you would think that she also knows his schedule itinerary, or that Wikes is in his vicinity, which means that she probably also should already know that there's a good potential that shit could go down.
Now
These two probably shouldn't be.
That's
together.
Also something that could happen. It could be one of those things that you and JC was saying, that there might be a quote unquote draw where somebody steps in and ends it before it gets too heated. So that's also something that could potentially happen.
Well, I think that Good Sky, I mean, she's been ahead of the game since Arthur, got into the school, and she's been ahead of him. So look, I'm pretty sure she probably already, gave a heads up to the teacher, because she knows that Arthur's going to be in those classes, and she was already aware, that Lucas is going to be there, and the fact that Arthur took Lucas's place, that type of stuff. Probably gave a heads up, number one, and number two, the teacher already said that if you go beyond, if somebody gets put out and you go beyond to try to attack, even though they're already out of the game, you're expelled. She already said, like, there's no going overboard. So, I mean, I think that's probably gonna nip that in the bud right there.
I don't know. Lucas is the king of going overboard, though.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it, but she said you were disqualified from her class and potentially expelled.
Yeah. So gone.
I can see that Lucas steps over that line, and because he's who he is, he still continues to stay. Maybe just gets kicked out of the class.
Yeah.
That could definitely be something that happens. Because it is Lucas, and we know how Lucas is. All right, so final thing on the chapter, scale of 1 to 10, what we're getting is Sleepy.
I mean, Arthur just getting played was funny enough. I'd probably give this one an 8.
An 8?
All the way. Just because of setup and another appearance of Lucas, more reason to just hate somebody in there.
Yeah, you always need that one person to hate. Trent?
3-1. Going to Destiny.
You still eating?
I'm giving this one I'm giving about an 8 too. I mean, cool chapter. I kind of wanted a little bit of a skirmish to start it off, but we'll get it next chapter.
Of course, you gotta save all the battles for last. I'll give it an 8 too. Like I said, it wasn't really too much in this chapter, but it's just going to be interesting to see what's gonna take place next chapter and how things are gonna go down. Okay, Trent. Now it's your turn.
8.5.
Why is that?
Hovering around the 8 range a little bit more. It was a good chapter, besides the fact that we got hold on not seeing what I wanted to see.
So
as far as the battle,
what was it that you want? Oh, you want to see the battle?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, once they built up to it, I mean, it was I feel like it was kind of drawn out, but at the same time, it was good. It was well paced. You know what I mean? Yeah, but I say 8.5. When you're like looking back at the last few chapters in retrospect, with everything happening in one day, it's not good pacing. But this chapter was good pacing. But yeah.
Okay, 2 Down Spicy said, remember Kai in the disciplinary committee, look out for him. Yeah, I already suspect he's fishy. I don't trust him. I think if it is that cliche route of somebody being like an informant, a snitch, he would be that guy. He just looks like that guy to me.
He just fits that bill.
Yeah, he just fits that bill of somebody that's not to be trusted. That he's the imposter among us. So if it is going a cliche route, that is who I expect it to be. Now, whether he's from the other continent or not, or whatever, that remains to be seen. That's all just speculation. But if I had to put my money on it, it would be him. But all right, that's gonna be it for the night show. Appreciate everybody for joining. Sleepy, appreciate you for stopping by at such late notice at that as well. Definitely appreciate that, my guy.
Yeah, no problem.
No problem. Also, do you know if we're doing the show this week?
I haven't reached out to them yet. I'm trying to see if maybe there'll be one on Saturday. We'll have some free time to do a lovely discussion on some OP characters.
Okay. Well, you want to go ahead and promote that real quick?
Yep. If you guys want to keep an eye out there, we're gonna have a roundtable discussion on the Relevant Ramblings taping with, of course, me and the crew and your homeboy here, JD. Gonna do some OP characters in our webtoon series. See, definitely come in and check that out. I think everyone will enjoy that round.
Yeah, Trent used to see how strong Rimmer was actually, where he actually ranks.
Man, Trent, let's go ahead and watch the newest
If he's in
episode.
anybody's top
Go
50,
ahead and watch the new episode, man.
if he's in anybody's top 50, I'll tell you what, you guys are cap.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Like, come on, man.
Wow.
Oh my god! Why? Why?
The show is called "That Time I Got Reincarnated by a Slime." He can't be good. He can't.
I
be
mean,
good.
I'm excited to watch the latest episode. So I want
He's
you.
a slime. They're basically just letting him be broken as possible because he's a slime. Like, come on, man. Come on.
Can I
It's all right. That's fine.
All right, y'all. We out. Peace. God damn it, Trent. Just can't let it go. Just can't let it go.